Okay, thanks to my wife, I'm gonna have to watch your video after I finish making mine. Um, I was already intent on making a gas price video. I was gonna encourage people to, use your economic those of you who use your credit card to pay for gas lately because you didn't have the money. You didn't want to drop off 75, 80, $150, $100 to fill up one car. Um, use your economic stimulus money to pay off the credit, pay off the credit card, because that is more important than this rising gas costs or whatever. The price of gas is going to continue to go up, and every time it goes up $1, that's equal to $800 more per year that you're going to have to pay on top of what you've been paying. So, it's nothing we can do about it. I mean, it's like you may see people sitting around the house more often. We need to stay home. If you look at it in terms of control, yeah, they're going to control us, but what we do with our time is our business. So let's do more things at home, spend more time with our families, use your economic stimulus package money not to buy new rims, not to get a new paint job, not to buy, well, I need summer clothes. Because that's what they're going to do. They're going to give it to you during the summer, and you're going to think, well, I can go on vacation. Don't make that be, the gas for one vacation. The gas money for one vacation. That's what people are going to do. So pay your bills that have high interest rates and things like that. Pay your bills, because government doesn't give you money very often. And if you think that high gas prices, I made a video about this before. It's not the gas prices. If somebody's watching this, I'm sorry. I'm getting away from what I'm supposed to be talking about, but you need to think, people. Let's realize that gas going up, diesel fuel going up, affected every single piece of distribution in this country. Everything. I wonder if American Airlines, who shut down basically, canceled over 1,000 flights because of some wires are not in compliance with our policy. The wires are not compliant with the policy, and we've got wires too close together, and we've got to make sure that all of them are straightened out. We're going to make sure the wires are compliant. We're not flying anywhere. Could it be that they want to just save some gas? That they're rising fuel costs, and you know what? We can cancel flights until let our fuel go down. Let our fuel costs go down just a tad. Maybe we can wait it out and let people get their stimulus package money. Let people go ahead and finish filing their taxes, and they'll be ready to fly pretty soon. We're in a low time right now. People aren't traveling as much. Let's wait. We're gonna get them right before the summer. We'll come back strong. I mean, they think like that. They don't necessarily. That may not be what happened, but it's possible they could do that. Somebody in engineering will figure out, if we just don't fly at all for a month or for a week, then we'll actually save enough money to offset our fuel costs. Wow. Then let's figure out a reason to shut down. Let's figure out a reason to not fly. We got wires that aren't, in compliance with policy. We've been changing those out little by little, but we can just shut down and change them all. Let's do it. We need to think on that level. If they didn't really think that way, then we definitely should be thinking that way. Let's, not drive as fast, or not drive the big car as often. Drive the car that gets the best gas mileage. That ethanol fuel stuff, I heard that you get less total miles to a tank of gas. I just put it that way. You get less miles per gallon with ethanol fuel. And I've seen a lot of gas stations that have up to 10% ethanol. So are they they're raising the gas prices, throwing some ethanol in it, not telling us that it gets less gas mileage, and then we end up paying that much more extra on top of everything. It's just like, oh my God. Then you go in the convenience store and everything is more expensive. And I've been trying to get people, I'm just going to come straight out. I've tried asking people, in the real world, not in YouTube world, not in YouTubia. I was asking everybody, let's start saving $10 every week, because we throw that away every time we go to the gas station. 2-3 times a week we go to the gas station. We buy chips, drink, gum, this, that, and the other. Let's start bringing water from home or bring a drink from home and not stop in there and pay the extra money, for that. And let's save this money and then let's take a trip somewhere. We save $10 a week and let's take a trip somewhere. As a group, after, you got $500 saved up. You got that much. You may not have anything to spend, but now you can afford to get there like everybody else. Everybody, you have your own savings anyway, so you probably got more than that. But now, everybody involved that did save the $10, they got $520 at the end of the year, ready to roll. We're gonna go somewhere. We're gonna take a mass trip. We're all going. Let's do it. Let's start putting our minds in sync. We gotta start putting our minds in sync. We gotta start finding somebody doing something right and get in line with what they're doing. People are saving. The housing market is all messed up. Oh well. It's by design, people. It's so that the prices could fall. People would lose their houses to foreclosure. I heard the people on NPR actually laughing about it. I know other people heard it too. Laughing about, people bragging about how much their houses cost and how much, they were increasing in value. Because around the nation, they did appraisals. In Memphis, Tennessee, they did appraisals on all houses last year. And they appraised extra high. And people were like, oh man, everybody threw their house on the market. Those houses are still on the market. Nobody wanted to pay those prices for those houses. And, people that did get them paid too much. Got, the mortgage companies let them get into the house when they couldn't afford it. Now they've lost it. It's in foreclosure. And we see this all the time. It is not a funny thing. It's nothing to play with. It's nothing to laugh about. But it's by design. They're doing this on purpose. The market is going to, the housing market is going to change because the houses are going to be cheaper, but it's going to be harder for you to get funding. It's going to be harder to get a mortgage, but the houses are going to be cheaper. So what we have to do, people, get together. Do like the Mexicans do when they come to your city. Pool your money together and buy a house. Everybody paying a little on that house. You take a group of 10 people, how long do you think it would take you to pay for a house? Well, 30-year mortgage, roughly this much. Nah, I'm talking about paying some serious dough. Serious investing. $200 a piece. $2,000 a month. You get a house, a small house. Get a small house, 60, 70, 80,000. One of these, when it comes time during this deal, when the market switches over and they got all these foreclosed homes and you can't get one by yourself, get with other people that can't get a house and y'all buy it and rent it out to somebody that needs it. I think I'm finna just make some random videos for a minute. All my new people, I can't help it. I gotta go back to being me. If you end up seeing one of these videos, I don't know. Watch it if you want to, but a lot of times I'm just getting some stuff off my chest. I probably should do it on my other channel, but I don't want to right now. I want to stay right here because we need to start talking about these things. They're very important. Saving money, pooling money, just using money wisely, putting it in the right position. We've got to talk about these things.